right, guys, so just as we're saying goodbye to this season of The Voice, we can't wait for the sing-off. What made you guys want to jump on board and do another season?
This is my first season, and I'm very excited. When Mark Burnett called me and asked if I wanted to be a judge on this show, it's all a cappella music. Every single thing they do is with their voice. So if you hear the drums, somebody's beatboxing, doing vocal percussion. If you hear bass lines, it's vocal bass lines. It's unreal what these kids do, so I'm really excited. I know the American families are going to love it.
Absolutely, and we actually had the wonderful pleasure of chatting with some of the contestants from the show. You guys have a lot of work because, you know, a lot of them have like huge groups, some of them smaller. How do you guys manage to coach all of them?
I mean, we all have, I guess you could say, background in a cappella music, and, you know, we know the intricacies of the art form and everything. So I guess you could say for a long time we've been trained to hear what we should and what we shouldn't. So we just base it on that. And I mean, and ultimately, it's really about how it sounds overall. Like, you know, to kind of get into particulars, obviously that's our job, but ultimately it has to translate to us and to the audience. And if it feels good, even if a note is a little off here or there, things of that nature, if the presentation, the performance is right, then it's right.
I love it. What's difficult about this is you're not hearing just one voice. You're hearing 12 sometimes at one time, and so you really have to slow down and really see, like all the pitch, for instance, comes from the bass line. So if the bass singers are a little sharp, everything's going to be on sharp on top of it. And so you got to figure out, is it really just the soprano that's sharp, or is it the bass? So it's kind of detailed stuff, but it's stuff that we can talk about and let the fans know what we're hearing. And then the fans become very educated along with us, and it's great.
It's our job to simplify. Simplify all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, they just want to know, hey, did he sound good, or did she sound great? You know, that's pretty much all it is at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and Jewel, Christina has a tough task of kind of like holding her grounds, all about female empowerment when it comes to dealing with a lot of crazy guys on the show. What about you? How have you been handling everything?
The guys are great to me.
Are you suggesting we're crazy guys? Is that what
Yes, basically yes.
Because you're male. The guys are great to me. Nobody has an ego on the show. We all just come on here. We're really passionate about mentoring and working with talent. And we're goofs. Like, I'm a terribly big goofball, and they let me just goof around and tell silly jokes. And so we have a great time.
And do you guys ever have like any battles or seeing competitions behind the scenes?
We did collaborate a little bit on this season. We did a couple, we actually performed with the groups, and we also performed a little bit together. We just had a lot of fun this season. You know, I think this season was all about letting our personalities come through and really, you know, being comfortable with that part of it, as well as, you know, continuing to be judges.
Life's
and
too
hosts.
short not to have fun, so we just have fun.
I love it. Love that. Well, we can't wait to tune in. Thank you guys so much.
Ain't the name today. In time you fall and pray to promise. Say the system got your victim to your own mind.